My name is Dr. Cozy. It's really nice to meet you. Did you find us okay? Okay, good, good. And then if I can just get you to verify for me your name and date of birth. Perfect. Okay, so looking at your paperwork here, you are here because you think you might need glasses. Okay. Have you ever worn glasses before? Okay. Well, we're going to go through a series of different tests to come to the conclusion if, in fact, you do need them. Okay? And whether or not you need them for all the time wear or just for things like reading or working on a computer. Have you been noticing any kind of blurry vision, difficulty reading small text, or... Okay. Okay. How about, have you been experiencing any kind of sensation of eye strain? Excuse me. Any headache, anything like that? And how about, are you having any difficulty seeing in the dark, especially like things like night driving, anything like that? Okay. How about, are you having any sort of like streaks in your vision, particularly when you see lights? Are you seeing them kind of like blur into sort of like streaky lights? Okay. Well, we will test for that to see. Sometimes people notice that, other times they don't quite realize it until somebody calls attention to it. Okay. Last question for now. Is this your first eye exam? Have you had one in the past? Not since you were a kid. Okay. Okay. I'm going to put this to the side. And put this down here. Alright. I'm going to put on some gloves here. Oh, over here. There will be times when my hands will be getting close to your face. Yeah, I definitely don't want to introduce any of my germs to you, so. But the first thing I would like to do is just take a look at my Snellen chart here. So it is back here behind slightly my phoropter. And can you tell me what is the lowest line that you're able to see? Okay. Can you read number 6 for me? Okay. And then, can I have you cover one of your eyes just with your hand? Perfect. And let's have you read number 5. Good. And now switch which hand you have covering. And let's have you read number 6 again. Okay. You can put your hands down. Alright. So what I'd like to do right now is just take an actual physical exam of the infraorbital structures around the eye. See if I can note anything like swelling, any change in symmetry from how the eyes are sitting in the orbital socket. Alright. And also whether or not you have any areas that are tender, uncomfortable, anything noteworthy, okay? Is it okay with you if I touch you? Thank you. So definitely let me know if anything I do causes any kind of discomfort, alright? Okay, don't be shy about that. I'm just gonna feel me very gently touching on both sides here. Is that okay? Just gonna feel, tap lightly above the eye, under the brow. Okay. Close your eyes for me, okay? Can you feel me lightly press? Okay, you can open your eyes if you'd like. Just gonna pull your eyelid up and then down, okay? Down just like so. And then down. Okay. And the other side. And down. going to be using a few different lights, okay? To start, Alright, so keep your eyes open, alright? Sorry. And I'm just taking a look here. Oh, there we go. That's better. Alright. Good. Gonna move to the sides. From a different angle here. So I'll see my light a little bit. And the other side as well. So okay. Alright. Red reflexes intact. Vessels look good. The retina is reflecting the light back at me, so all of these things are positive. And I need to not put my pen or leave it on the clipboard because it keeps rolling down and it's a little bit loud. So, okay. Right. So this time I will put my pen right there. But I do need to grab a different light. Okay. Using my pen light, I'm going to do a couple different tests here. The first one is called the swing test, which is where I'm going to be flashing my light in and out of your eyes. I'm just checking your ocular motor nerve, okay? So I want you to just look at my nose, alright? Keep your eyes open. So it goes just like that. And I'm just making sure that your pupils shrink and then relax back to normal size. So now keeping your head square, I'm going to be moving my light, and I want you to follow it with your eyes and without turning your head, okay? Just making sure that you have good mobility. Excellent. And then the last test with my light here, actually there's going to be two, sorry. So I want you to tell me when you're able to see it in your peripheral vision, okay? Okay. So again, just looking at my nose, okay? Okay. So, sorry, forgot what I was doing for a sec. Going to cover one of your eyes, okay? And I'm going to flash my light at different spots in your vision. I want you to tell me if it's brighter in one area or brighter than the other. So, I'm going to cover one of your eyes, okay? Nope. So, nope. There we go. So, brighter here or there. Here. Here. Okay. Here. Here. Here or there. Here. Here. Alright. I'm gonna switch sides. So covering this side now. Can you tell me brighter here or here? Here. 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 this test here. And then we're going to get into looking at lenses, right? And seeing how the lenses in your eyes are shaped. So, look at my nose again. I want you to tell me how many numbers you see me hold up, alright? Okay. So, good. Good. All right. Okie doke, my dear. So, what we're going to do now is I'm going to be using our 4-opter here to take a look at the lenses of your eyes, okay? We're going to narrow down if what we think is happening is nearsighted or farsighted. So if we need concave or convex lenses. Once we have that narrowed down, then we will be going through our lenses here to find your prescription. Okay? Okay. It's a little bit of a long process, but we'll get through it. Promise. Keep this on hand, so I'll put this to the side here. Good. Okay. So, let's right. I'm going to be adjusting your chair, okay? Okay. I'm going to be focusing on one eye at a time. I'm just going to measure out the pupillary distance here so this sits comfortably for you. Okay. Alright. So, if I these are included. I want you to take a look at this chart for me, okay? Using your hand, I want you to hold your hand like so, with your fingers going in the direction of the E, okay? And we're going to start with this line here. Okay, so it's okay, you can let your eyes adjust. So it's a little blurry on and off. How about now? Better one. Better two. Better one. Better two. One. Two. Sorry. One. Two. Two. Okay. One. Two. One. Two. So now what I'm going to do is place ones here, alright? So, put this down. Do you see streaking of my light? Then how about without? Streaking here. Or here. Okay. So now we're going to take a look at the other eye, okay? I'm just going to shift. Ever so slightly. So again, let's have you read this line, okay? Okay. So better here. Or here. Okay. Better here. Better here. Or here. Here. Or here. feel like the first lens that we used was easier to see. So then, using my light again, okay? Do you see streaks here? Or here? Here. Or here. Okay. Here. Or here. Okay. That to the side. I'm gonna move this. Here. Back to its home, and we're gonna lower your seat. Okay. Is that okay? Are you comfortable? Good. Okay. So it did appear that you were able to identify the directions of the E's better with the concave lenses, which would indicate some myopia or nearsightedness. So now I'm going to narrow down what lenses would be an ideal, I was going to say optimal, but I prefer to say ideal prescription for you. So, I'm going to use my lens flipper here. Let's separate those. So we're going to start with, oh come on. These two lenses, okay. I want you to tell me, okay? And look at my direction here. So, better one. Oops, sorry. Or better two. Let me fix this one so it's not quite so dramatic. So, better one. Or better two. Okay. Say again. Better one. Or better two. Okay. Oops. So better one or better two. One or two. All right. Better one or better two. One, two. Okay. So then, better one or better two. One, two. You are correct. They are the same. And I think we've narrowed down our prescription here. So this to the side. So it would appear that you do have some nearsightedness, more distinctly in your right eye than the left, okay? Your left is able to read at 20/30 vision, but your right is more along the lines of 20/60. So that does indicate the need for some corrective lenses, and that should help alleviate some of the feelings of eye strain and headache that you are experiencing. So it is quite common for people to have a difference in vision between their eyes, and we can account for that with your eyeglasses. So just a second. Right. So then now what I'm gonna do is take some measurements so that way we are able to order some frames for you, okay? And we do have a whole catalog if you don't find something that you like in our showroom, okay? So we want you to have frames that you feel comfortable and confident in. And then if later on you decide that you would like to try some contact lenses, we can arrange for that. But it's always ideal to start with frames and then work our way to lenses. Alright? So use my little measurement tool that I have here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna line this up. Oh, I got a fuzz that got attached there. Okay. So just gonna line this up with your pupils here. Okay. And I did it again. Put you here so you don't keep rattling. And we're gonna do this from the bottom. So this way we eliminate any sort of human error. I'm just going to be measuring some distances here between just needed to write up some notes and then make sure that we didn't miss anything here that I needed to examine. But we are good. So on your way out, please stop and take a look in our showroom. We have different kinds, many different kinds of frames for you to look at. Feel free to try them on. They're just going to have clear lenses, so they're not going to have any prescription to let you see if you're able to see from them. But just to see if you like how they rest on the face, if there are areas that are too tight or that are uncomfortable, and also to make sure that you like how you look in the lenses, because that is a very important piece, that you like your appearance. So then, if you're not able to find anything on the floor that you like, we also have catalogs available for you to look through, and then just give the person at the front desk the item number of which frames you'd like to order, and we'll get those made for you with your measurements in mind as well as your prescription. Okay? If you find something that you like that we don't have here in our catalogs or on the floor, we can definitely arrange for that as well. We can always either send a company your prescription, or we can have them sent here. Definitely willing to do whatever you need to get you frames that you're going to be happy with and that you're going to actually want to wear. Okay. It does take about a week or two to be able to get the frames back, and we will give you a call once we have them for you to come in and try them on and make sure that we don't need to do any kind of tweaking and that they fit okay. So we will do a fitting for you at that time as well, and then you will pay for them once you are happy that they're going to work for you, and take them home. And then we'll just see you routinely for follow-up to make sure that your eyes are still doing well and that there's no changes. Okay. Yeah, and if later on down the line you decide you want to try contact lenses, then come on back in and we'll look at those as well. Okay. Do you have any questions for me? Okay. You can always give me a call if that changes and you think of anything you'd like to ask. Otherwise, I will see you back once we have your frames ready. Great. It was really nice to meet you. You have a good rest of your day and take care.